Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and I'm not alone. Brr, 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 brr.
I came off way too early.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh! If you're wondering why I'm in a spaceship, it's because I decided to take a little trip into space.
Yeah, it's just Felix has moved his current setup. He looks like he's in a spaceship. We thought that would be slightly amusing. Hello. We've played
Hi.
Kirby Air Riders, and you haven't, most likely. Yes, we managed to play it early. Felix played it incredibly early. He played it months ago at this point at Gamescom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whereas I played it at the time of recording yesterday, and not to, sort of boast or anything like that, but I played it more than you have, Felix, because I've done City Trial and Air Ride.
I have as well.
Oh. I thought you'd just
Did you
done
also
City
do
Trial.
training? No. I did training, I did Air Ride, and I did City Trial.
Right, well,
But
we
I'm
played a
very,
very similar amount then, I think.
I'm very curious to hear what you think, Alex, because I think you obviously played a newer build. I remember when we were watching the second direct, in the City Trial, there was like items and stuff where I was like, oh, those weren't there. Were they there when you played it?
They were, yes. I'm guessing you didn't have many like events happen either, because there's quite a few of the events didn't much require, but really leaned into the idea of using items, certainly like the fireworks thing, bang, 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 which was to like destroy pillars. I know you can use copy abilities and stuff like that and just spin into it, but they really do a lot more damage. But yeah, I got
What
to have
about the legendary vehicles?
I didn't turn up, unfortunately. They did say that there was a chance before we played, but they just didn't turn up at all, at least as far as I know. I didn't see anything. But it's really good fun, and I got to do a stadium thing, which I'm assuming you wouldn't have done, because again, it seems to be leaning into the items, copy abilities as well, but it was like Kirby Royale, Kirby Melee, I think, maybe even, where it's basically just, there's a load of enemies appear, everyone else, you just got to kill as many enemies as possible, and it is just full-on carnage. It was great. I did not spec my machine for that, but I still won,
Hey.
Just putting it out there. But I've got to say, it's really good fun, isn't it? Like, it's really good fun.
How was your setup? I know you put out a gameplay video, but for anyone who didn't watch it, because I sat really close to a big TV when I played it. Was it the same for you?
Yes, it was. I know that you started to feel just a little bit motion sick.
Yeah, it was mainly in the City Trial, because there was so much going on, and I chose a really quick vehicle and got a lot of speed stats.
Which one did you use out of interest?
I cannot remember. It's been too long. If you'd asked me right after I played, I would have been able to answer.
I used the paper star, I think. Yeah, I also did something, I chose a really fast vehicle and stuff like that. I didn't have any issues, admittedly, but I'm not, I think it's not unfair to say I'm not as prone as you are to this sort of thing.
That's very fair. You didn't,
yeah.
It's
well, you had it with Bonanza,
human
didn't
by
you?
human basis. Yeah, I did, unfortunately. But it seems like there's lots of accessibility settings in which is very nice.
Oh,
I'm very
much so.
excited to hear which mode you prefer. Well, first you've talked a bit about City Trial. I want to hear your thoughts on the Air Ride mode, which is just
I think Air Ride mode, obviously I only played against CPUs. Was that the same for you?
Oh, I don't know. I think it was against CPUs, but then because then we had to go into online for City Trial. I think it was pretty much the same for you.
Yeah. It sounds like we had very similar experience, actually. I found the CPUs to be extremely easy, and that's probably because obviously this is set up to be an introduction, because I suspect this may be very similar to the live test, the public test that is happening at the time of recording this weekend, and indeed the following weekend. We'll have a link in the description if you want times. We'll have a link to the Nintendo Life article that details everything. So there were 3 courses. I played all 3.
Yeah.
And the CPUs were really, really easy, to be honest.
Can't you change the difficulty? I feel like in the direct,
I think there is definitely an option for that. I did feel that and I know I was just using, sort of basic Kirby on basic, sort of Warp Star machine. But, that was... It felt a little slow as it felt slow when you're in first because you didn't have anyone to kind of slipstream behind. And I don't think the CPUs were on a high enough level in order to easily overtake me, because it would happen occasionally, but then I'd just go bleh, and they go back again. But I think that's definitely not going to be the case if you're playing against other humans, because humans have, the capacity to go, oh, well, I'll save up my special and I'll use the Ultra Sword, wah, 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 wah. Or Dark Matter if you're playing as Gooey, which was good fun.
Yeah, who did you play as?
I played as Kirby in the Air Ride stuff, and then I played as Kirby in one of the city trials, because I was the host and they were just like, Alex, press these buttons, bup, 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 bup. And then everyone else joined, and it's like, can I change my character? It's like, oh no, you had to do that on previous screen. It's like, so I played as Kirby. It was fine. I played as Kirby, and then I played as Gooey, and that was really good.
Okay.
I love Gooey.
Very cool.
I was thoroughly disappointed that there was no Rick, though.
Yeah.
Where's Rick?
I'm going home.
The game knows which character you want the most, and that's the
absolutely, yeah. It's I mean, either that. I think Nintendo's got a grudge against me. I think they've got a grudge against Rick as well. But yeah,
I want to add in to the slowness, because when I played just the normal mode, I also felt it was quite slow. I even asked, hey, is this because I know there's like two different, like you can play in slow or you can play in normal or something like that. And I'm pretty sure they said this is the normal mode. I was like, oh, okay. It feels really slow. Again, like you say, it could be because it's against CPUs. I think 4-player split screen will feel a lot better, like when you have some friends over and stuff.
Yeah, because I think if you're in the moments when I wasn't in first, which, not to humble brag, but wasn't very often, again, the CPUs were really easy. But in the moments when I wasn't in first, it was way more exciting. There was just more happening on the screen. I was chasing behind people and stuff. That was way more interesting than being in first. And I do think that as a result, being in first, you have a disadvantage, which is very much how it should be. If you're in first, you need to be fighting to maintain that. So I think they've got that down at the very least. But I would certainly, if I was able to pick my machine, I would not only customize it using the wonderful decals, but I would also, I would definitely pick a faster machine any day of the week. Sort of maybe it's not as robust, maybe I get slowed down more, it has slower acceleration or something.
It depends on the stage, I guess.
Yeah, I want the speed, baby. It's just, yeah. I mean, it did feel a lot faster in City Trial.
Yeah.
Did you feel that was the same for you?
Well, again, I think it depends on what star you choose, like machine you choose, and how you build it, like what power-ups you get. I went for quite quick stats, so I was zooming around, and yeah, I'm also curious to hear what you think about City Trial. Did you also play against 3 other people, like online?
I did,
you were
yes.
4 people out of the 16.
Yeah. I mean, we had CPUs as well. Did you have CPUs enabled? Okay.
I did. My biggest issue was that, you're zooming around for 5 minutes, right? Okay, let's build the best car. And then in the end, we all went into different arenas because we focused on different cars. And it's like, okay, I want to battle against the people there. And unless you say, okay, we're going to pick this one, which we did, then in the end, we played 3 times. And then the last time we were like, okay, let's pick the same one so we can battle it out there.
Yeah, we had the same. Well, admittedly, to be fair to the staff, they, sort of it came to the selection screen, and I was looking at them and I was like, nah, I've got the paper star, I'll pick that one, just the gliding one. I didn't wait for them to say anything or anything like that, and then they said, right, if everyone can select the same one, and I was like. So I ended up being in a room on my own with a load of CPUs, but that was on me. But the second time, Kirby Melee, Kirby Brawl, Kirby for Wii U and 3DS, whatever it was called. That was, we were all together. We all selected the same one, and that was really good and frenetic. Really good and frenetic. I do agree with you about, sort of like you put all your time and energy into building a particular machine, and then to have that hinge on one little gameplay thing at the end. I think it's fine from a party sense. Like if you got friends round, there can be some jostling, there can be some get out of the way, or don't you pick that one, oh, come back here, and stuff like that. The typical banter that apparently only happens in my head. You sort of, so you can lean into that, but when it's online, I feel like that's maybe going to be a little bit diminished. I do like our idea that we had when we last spoke about the game, where it's like you just all agree and you turn off all the other stadium events and just select one, and you go, okay, this is what we're going to do. Build the machine, baby. Although I did build a machine that was mainly focused around speed and flying in the second one for Kirby Melee. I still won, so I think there's definitely still opportunities for people to do things that will surprise others.
So how many city trial events did you play?
Just the 2, unfortunately. It sounds like... well,
you said more than you, then.
Yeah, you've played more than I have. How many times did you do Air Ride?
2.
What, 2 laps on each? Yeah, it's in 2 goes on each, or?
No, I played 2 different stages.
I played 3 different stages. Twice each.
What stages did you play then?
I got to play... I haven't got any notes with me. I got to play...
Floral something, and
Sorry?
then the water something.
Yes, the floral water, and then mountain 1 lap.
Nice.
That was actually really good. I really enjoyed that one. It did feel a bit of a shame that it was only 1 lap, but I think maybe you could increase that to 2 or something like that in the settings. The game does seem pretty flexible in that regard, which is another really, really nice feature. I did encounter a glitch, though, which I'm going to show on screen now. But for Felix's benefit, I was going up the volcano in City Trial, and there's one point where the game kind of puts you semi on rails, I think, and it's like speeding you around. But for some reason, I approached it in a strange way. And so I was essentially just, from your perspective, I was going, whoa, 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 like within this curve. I was just going back and forth, and... it was really bizarre.
You couldn't get out.
I could get out of it. I was enjoying it. I just boosted out of it. It wasn't a big deal. But I turned to the Nintendo people and I said, "Are you telling me Sakurai made this?" Which was cheeky, but it's not fair to say. But I enjoy finding glitches in games before they've been released.
Yeah, this has happened before, right?
Oh yeah, I found it. I recently, not that long ago, I played Yukari Playly before it was out, and I found a couple of glitches. I also played 2 Point Museum and found a couple of glitches before it was released.
I use
so I'm 3 for 3 right now.
Just extract all the bugs from the game.
Yeah. Just call me Farloom. Yeah. That's not going to make any sense to some people. But yeah, I'm really excited to play this more with people online, especially. I'm really excited to give it
this weekend.
Give it a go with you as well. I think that'd be great. Maybe do a bit of game chat. Whoa.
Wow.
We have actually found game chat to be unironically useful, haven't we?
Yeah, it doesn't... on phone data, I get quite a lot of disconnect, because I'm trying to play Absalom right now, and just disconnected once. It's like, this didn't happen on my normal internet. But on Monday it shall be.
I will just say, with your arms out like that, you are perfectly framed. It is uncanny. Like, it's like the Vitruvian Man, but for people working at their desks.
Yes. I want to touch upon the visuals, Alex. What do you think?
I think they are glorious. I would say that you can see in certain instances that, like, some of the, like, track elements and stuff like that aren't super high poly, but you're going past it so quickly, you're never going to see, and the game runs beautifully. I didn't notice a single drop frame except for in a loading screen, which doesn't count. And yeah, it was absolutely glorious. I'd be really keen to see if there was like 120 hertz mode, because I reckon, at a reduced resolution, I reckon they could probably do it. But I don't know whether
I just feel like they would have talked about it if it was there, right?
You'd think, but you never know. maybe, I don't know. Probably not as a result, because
With
as you say...
Sakurai talking 1 hour and like 40 minutes about the game, I feel like it would have come out like, yeah, we wanted to include 120 FPS mode. What I'm really happy about is that there isn't like drop frames in the split screen. I'm really, really excited for that to be like a party game or something like that.
Yeah, because that was in the second direct, wasn't it? There was they showed some 4-player split screen, and it, from what little we could see on the stream, appeared to be 60 frames a second, which is 2 thumbs up.
I did ask when I played, it's like, oh, with the split screen, like, will there be split screen? And they were like, we can't comment on that. Like, oh, okay, that probably is, and then we can't talk about it. But I was heavily surprised, which was nice.
I would have been very surprised if there wasn't split screen. It lends itself very much. This game.
Well, you never know. Kirby and the Dream Buffet only has 2-player split screen. So.
That's true, but that wasn't developed by Masahiro Sakurai now, was it? Which
well,
I do just want to address. Obviously, Sakurai is an amazing developer, but I don't think we should forget that it's not just him sitting down making the game. There's a whole team involved, and I do think that that's sometimes forgotten. So here's to the team. Well done, you. You've done a fantastic job.
Yeah. But overall, Alex, it seemed like you quite enjoyed the game. Are you excited for the release here? Oh, it's coming out this month.
I know. I'm really excited for it now that I've actually had a proper go with it. Even more excited. I'm very jealous of you. I'll just say that. I'm very jealous of you. But those are our thoughts. Obviously, we've mentioned it twice already, but really want to hit home. You will be able to play this game tomorrow, from the day that this video goes out. So yeah, look into that. We will have a link in the description to detail how you can do that. But let us know your thoughts about the game you haven't played with a comment down below. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you hold B and realize you come to a complete standstill when you're riding that subscribe button, and be sure to check out nintendolife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye bye. Goodbye from the Starship Felix.